Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to day 1872 in the Daily Antidote of Song. Thank you to Carpe Diem Arts for hosting us. Thanks for Joe Rossi for making this happen, and to Ariana for making this happen. My name is Katie Aboudou, and I will be hosting you today for the 1872nd day. So hello to everybody out there. Hello to people coming in on the live stream. Hello to Susan G in Cincinnati, Marion in Brighton, Kathleen in Albuquerque, Sheila in Florida, Nan in Michigan. Hello to Kathy in Colorado, Hoda in British Columbia, Linda on Orcas Island, Sue in Seattle, Linda in Concord, Mass, and Ruth in Birmingham. Hello to Gary in Massachusetts, Athena coming in from Brooklyn, Bonnie coming in from Boise, Jim coming in from Maryland, I believe, Caroline in DC, Bob, Mabel, and the Bears from Massachusetts, Nancy coming in from Washington State, Aloysius in Massachusetts, and Linda in California. Hello. Kay in Texas. Hello. How are you doing today? Who else do we have here in the room? Annette in California, Jenny in Suffolk, UK, Cliff and Lynn coming in from Vermont, Deli coming in from Maryland, Maggie coming in from California, Kat coming in from Vermont. Let's see. And off camera, we also have Penny in Victoria, BC, Jamie coming in from Victoria, BC, and Sydney on camera coming in from California. And I think that is everybody here on the screen. And now I would like to welcome our wonderful musician for the day, Liz Ikamba, British Congolese singer and multi-instrumentalist, also a host here in the room sometimes. We are so happy to have you here with us today, Liz. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Katie.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that lovely introduction. Okay, well, shall I just go straight in? We're gonna, yeah. So we're on the theme of mothers this week, I believe, and looking particularly at honouring mothers, but also the mother energy. So knowing that we don't necessarily need to be mothers to be able to impart such care and nourishment to others or to ourselves. And I've chosen this song because it's very dear to me. It is the title track from my debut solo EP, which I released a couple of years ago. It was the first song that I wrote in Lingala, which is the main dialect in DRC, DR Congo. So I'm half Congolese, half British, born there but grown up mainly in the UK. And I believe I've done this song on Daily Antidote before, so some of you might recognise it. But it was the first song I wrote in Lingala, and it was a dedication to my late mum, Georgina. So she passed in 2011. I was 27 at the time. And it took me a long time to be able to kind of share this song with the world, but it ended up being this kind of launch pad, really, for me starting to really put my music out. And really to honour her and to kind of process the grief, but also really acknowledge the journey that is motherhood. So let's sing it together. So you've got the lyrics there for the chorus that you're going to join in on, and the link to the lyrics page on my website will give you the full translation. So most of these lyrics are in Lingala, so if you want to know what it means, then you've got them there. wapi-eyo, bikamwa, bikamwiseli-oh. Maybe you can join me with just adding a little bit of rhythm here. We're going to do a 3-2 clave. Ready? Mama, toyoki mpasi-oh, pasi nayo, Ozali pasi nabiso. Okay, we're going to learn the chorus now before we bring it in. So sing with me. Toko tambola nayo, yo girl. Toko tambola nayo, Toko tambola nayo, hey. Let's try that again. Toko tambola nayo, Toko tambola nayo. Can add some harmonies. Toko tambola nayo, Toko tambola nayo. Opesi mayele, Oboti nzoto makasi-oh. Mais Mama, nakomi neti mwana, Abungisi miliki, nayo. Ready? Toko tambola nayo, Toko tambola nayo. Toko tambola nayo. Toko tambola nayo. Mama na ngai. Banga te, Nako banga te. Try that with me. Banga te, Nako banga te. And again. Banga te, Nako banga te. Mama na ngai. Tambola nayo. Nako banga te. Tambola nayo. Mama na ngai. Tambola nayo. Nako banga te. Tambola nayo. Toko tambola nayo. Toko tambola nayo. Toko tambola nayo. Toko tambola nayo. Tambola nayo. Ozali mitema nabiso. Tambola nayo. Ozali mitema nabiso. Tambola nayo. Ozali mitema nabiso. Toko tambola nayo. Mama na ngai. Tambola nayo. Mama na ngai. Toko tambola nayo. Mama na ngai. Toko tambola nayo. Mama na ngai. Toko tambola nayo. Toko tambola nayo. Toko tambola nayo. Toko tambola nayo. Hey, hey. Toko tambola nayo. Hey, hey, hey. Toko tambola nayo. Hey, hey, hey. Toko tambola nayo. Mama na ngai. Yeah. It's always a little bit like tricky with the loop pedal. You never quite know how it's going to go with the loop pedal, but we got there. Thank you for joining me on that. Beautiful.
Wow, that was beautiful. That was I was
Thank you.
expecting this a song about, dealing with grief, maybe to be less uplifting, but that was so wonderful. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. That's, I guess, one of the beautiful things about Congolese music is that although you could be singing about something super sad, there always seems to be a real upliftment and joy to the music and the sound. So there's something about processing the griefness and sadness, but through the celebration of it as well. And the I guess what I've learned over the years about it is that the grief is equal to the love that you felt for that person or for that thing. So that's where the equal and opposite effect of joy comes in, you know? So yeah, I'm grateful now for that because the more I can go into the extreme of grief, the higher I can go in my joy too.
That's a very powerful statement. Thank you for that. So do you work with mothers, and do you work?
I do. So you've got a real treat coming tomorrow because you've got Kate Valentine, who is founder of the Singing Mamas movement here in the UK, and I'm part of Singing Mamas. I've worked with mums, women, pre and postpartum women in the past, but most recently in the last year, I've become a Singing Mamas song leader and registered practitioner here in the UK. So we work with mums aimed at pre and postpartum isolation and depression, but also welcome in women regardless of mummy status, which means that we have elders join us, we have women who haven't been able to or have decided not to have children, and we bring that community together in support and solidarity with each other and for the wellness and healing that singing together can bring.
That's beautiful. Do you sing together? Do you have or do postpartum mothers sing together and pre?
No, everyone is just together.
Mhm.
Yeah, so we have the pre and postpartum, we have the kids there as well. So usually people bring their little ones up until around the age of 2 or 3, but we have had older kids in there as well. And yeah, we have all the women together basically singing.
How did you get involved with this group, Liz?
So, Singing Mamas is a movement and a community interest company here in the UK. They've been going since for about 12 years now. So, I've got involved with them just in the last year or so. And that's just through my other community and development work. I've done trauma informed facilitation for well over a decade now and worked with all sorts of different communities, marginalised communities, young people, adults with mental health, people with learning disabilities. And my work with women has been particularly developing and growing the last few years, I'd say in the last 5 years. um, my mum was also a midwife as well, so I kind of like think of her in my work because there's something coming through there in terms of, although I'm singing, there's something also in kind of singing mums and babies kind of into the world as well and bringing people together through that kind of creativity of song as well that I think I take from her also.
That's really beautiful. Um, what do you find? Do you find that moms? Um, I got to host someone who was singing, who writes lullabies, and we were talking about lullabies and how um, what they have in common and what makes them different across the globe. So I guess my question is, um, what do these mothers, despite their background, have in common, and what do you see in common among all these mothers that I guess you
Wow.
interact with?
I guess I mean, I think of mothers, but I also just think of, like I said at the beginning, that kind of mothering energy, and that can kind of come in so many different forms. And it's the intention to kind of look at the whole and include and encompass and heal and nourish, and nurture. I would say, like in a nutshell, that's kind of what it feels like to me. And I feel like, particularly since losing my mum, I've kind of seen that in so many different shapes and forms in the relationships that I've had and built over the years. I've also seen that more in being able to give that to myself as well, because that's something that you kind of learn and kind of have to learn in adulting. Myself, that's kind of been a necessity to learn that as well. um, yeah, and I think sisterhood as well, that need for other mothers and women around as well, which I think culturally we've somewhat kind of come away from, but are learning again and remembering how necessary that is to have that community, and how, yeah, bringing up kids is definitely not a one person job, ideally. Mm.
Yeah, yeah, I've noticed that a lot in my friends who are having children. Um, we are more spread out, and
Mm-hmm.
my friends feel like they don't have a network and a community to lean on. Um, and
Yeah, I find that really, really sad as well. And like, I think to have other mothers around and elders as well, it's a generational thing as well. We're kind of cut off generationally as well as geographically, with our peers. And yeah, I think we're slowly coming back to realizing how important these things are.
yeah, I am a teacher, and I have a really distinct memory talking with a parent who was talking about kind of like tough parenting. And they said, you come into this world alone, and I want my child to learn that, you got to do it on your own sometimes. And I'm like, wait a minute, you did not come into this world alone.
Yeah.
Your mama brought you here, and she had help, hopefully.
Yes, 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 yes. Exactly. It's definitely not a solo venture, although it can feel like that. And there's certain things that you can only do by and for yourself, but it's definitely a combined effort, isn't it? When you think all the influences and experiences and cells and genes that are kind of like making up one person, we've got like so many people in one each time a human is created effectively. And
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah.
Well, how do you nurture yourself?
Ay, ay, ay. Well, I'm still learning how to do that. Still learning how to do that. Music does that for me, and I offer that to others as a nurturing gift also. But I have to remember to give that to myself. So I do use voice and movement, particularly embodiment practices, as a kind of nurturing thing for myself. So I have different practices, mentors that I work with, um, essentially kind of tuning into the body, the resonance of the voice within the body, as well as movement, to kind of like unlock blockages, work with kind of habits and old formed stories that might just need like releasing, growing, developing, so that I can keep kind of moving forward and hopefully evolving.
Mm, wow.
Yeah.
Um, Amazing. Are there any nurturers in your life you'd like to shout out, or before we go back to sing
Mm.
again with you?
Well, I think directly when you say that, I think of a friend who I saw at a gig that I was playing on Sunday, who I hadn't seen for years. I think probably a year actually. And they're just one of those friends, and I've got a few of them, I would say like a handful, that although we don't necessarily see each other as often as we used to or would want to because of our busy schedules, every time I do see them, they are just so warm, welcoming, nurturing, and they feel like a kind of home. So yeah, I'm gonna shout out those few friends that give me that feeling. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's about time for us to sing the song again. Are we
Is
singing
it time?
a second song with you, or are we gonna sing?
Well, I could do that one again, or there's another. If you're happy with the same one again,
I love that song.
yeah.
City
Okay,
City
let's
Life.
do it. Yay!
to it.
Well, you can find it. You can find it on Spotify and on my Bandcamp as well. And there's a really lovely music video for it. I should have put the link for that
Ooh.
on my YouTube. So that was like a real labour of love, actually, and that was quite a kind of birthing. So it's an animated video. It's kind of part real images and people and photos and like stuff from my family archives, as well as the creation of the track. And then it's mixed with different photos from my family heritage, my family's journey from Congo to the UK, and some of my artworks and different things from an amazing animator that I worked with, Jeremy Stewart. It took us about a year to make it. And you can find that on my YouTube. So it's got the single of this song, and then music video to go with it.
So you're also a visual artist then, Liz?
Yes. That was kind of my initial like intention, studying at uni, and then was like, whilst I was studying there, I was like, oh no, I think I'm a singer as well.
Oh no.
So yeah, I just got greedy really. I want to do it all. And actually the more I explore, the more it's like, although, you know, all these different mediums, it's like they don't actually need to be, when you're in the creative process, there doesn't need to be such a big separation between them, because they do feed and have dialogue with each other as well. And I find that with the dance now as well, the more and more I'm doing movement based and dance practices, and that's where all of this, you know, rhythms would have come from as well, is like through movement and like through interaction with the environment as well.
Mm.
Mm.
Amazing. So well rounded. Yes.
Getting there. So yeah, shall we sing the same? I'll do the same one again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you for the wonderful array of questions. Like really, made me think about things as well that I haven't necessarily reflected on for a while. Okay, so here we go. Here's Mama again. Let's get that rhythm in there as well, the 3-2. Mama, toyoki mpasi-oh, nayo, nabiso. Mama, wapi-eyo, Bikamwa, bikamwiseli-oh. Mama, toyoki mpasi-oh, nayo, nabiso. Opesi mayele, Oboti nzoto makasi-oh. Mais Mama, nakomi mwana, Abungisi miliki, Toko Tambola nayo, Toko Tambola nayo, Toko Tambola nayo, Toko Tambola nayo, Mama na ngai. Hey, hey, hey. Banga te, Nako banga te. You go? Banga te, bangati, nako bangati. Mama nanga, toko tambola nayo, tambola nayo. Nako bangati, toko tambola nayo, tambola nayo. Mama nanga, toko tambola nayo, tambola nayo. Nako bangati, toko tambola nayo, tambola nayo. 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 Ozali kana mitema nabiso. Tambola nayo, tambola nayo. Ozali kana mitema nabiso. Tambola nayo, tambola nayo. Ozali kana mitema nabiso. Toko tambola nayo, tambola nayo. Mama nanga, 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 toko tambola nayo, tambola nayo. Toko tambola nayo, tambola nayo. Toko tambola nayo, tambola nayo. Hey, hey. Toko tambola nayo, tambola nayo. Hey, hey, hey. Toko tambola nayo, tambola nayo. Mama nangai.
Woo!
Thank you. Thank you so much for singing with me.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for reminding us that we love our mothers, we nurture and nurturers in our lives with this joyful piece. And we'll be thinking about your mother today too. I will be.
Yes, thank you so much. I know. I think of her every time I sing that, especially singing it together with other people. I can see her dancing around and being like, yes, my song. I know that she's happy. Thank you so much for having me today. And yeah, have a wonderful time with Kate tomorrow. You're really in for a treat.
Oh yeah, we should let everybody know before we say goodbye who all's coming up. So on Monday, if you didn't catch her, we had Katie Sontag um, coming in from Oregon. Yesterday, Tuesday, we had Sora Harris Vincent, who was here coming in from Minneapolis. Definitely go check those out if you didn't get to see them live streamed today. Thank you. We've had Liz. Be sure to go back and watch this again and send it to your friends. Tomorrow, Kate Valentine is who will be new to the room, coming in from the UK. And on Friday, Shaniqua Trotman coming in from Brooklyn. On Saturday, Namvula coming in from the UK. And on Sunday, Munit Mesman, who will be coming in from Virginia. So be sure to come back and sing with us. Do come back and sing with us. It was so great to be here today with you all. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Ariana. Thank you, Carpe Diem Arts. And thank you, Liz, for making today another special day. Okay, everybody, see you tomorrow here in the Daily Antidote of Song. Thank you for being here today, everybody. Susan G, it was great to see you making rhythms along out there in Cincinnati. Marion, Brighton, UK. Kathleen in Albuquerque. Sheila in Florida. See y'all next time. Kathy in Denver and the pup. See you next time. Linda in Orcas Island. Sue in Seattle. Ruth in Birmingham. See you soon. Athena in Brooklyn. Thanks for keeping track of those numbers. See you soon. Bonnie in Boise. Baba Jim coming in from Maryland. Caroline in DC. Bye guys. See you soon. Bob, Mabel, and the Bears. See you soon. Coming in from Massachusetts. Annette in California. Carolyn still got her little egg shaker coming in from Boise. Deli in Maryland. See you soon. Hoda in British Columbia. See you soon. Cliff and Lynn in Vermont. Bye. See you soon. Linda in Concord, Mass. Jamie in Victoria. Storm coming in from the Zoomiverse. See you guys very soon. Who else do we have on camera? Gary coming in from Massachusetts, and Linda in California, Penny in Victoria, Aloysius in Massachusetts, Luis in Devon, UK, and Alex coming. Hey, Alex coming in off camera. Good to see you here today. Nancy in Washington State, Jenny in Suffolk, UK, Kat Cox in Vermont, Christine in Ottawa. It was great to be here with you today. Goodbye, everybody, and see you tomorrow in the Daily Antidote of Song. Great to be here. Woo!